This video are for everybody in the world who thinking that just because you get somebody new, man, woman, or boy, girl. Now, this advice for anybody that's dating someone, married to someone, separated, and just want someone new or feel like they outgrow someone. Number one, ladies, there's no different in us, man. And fellas, there's no different in too many women. Only thing that make a person different is things that I can't take away. So, for example, I'm 5'5", and if my ex got with somebody that's 5'7", so we're gonna say give or take 2 inches more taller than me. So he gets the point there. He's a little taller than me, but at the end of the day, he's still, what am I? A man, a human. So if I stab him and he stabbed me, the chance it is we both will bleed and both will die. So that's the similarity. So let's just break down the obstacles of every man that got. We all human, we all got a heart, we all got a body, we all got a soul. But I can't take away from him, me being 5'5" and him being 5'7". You know what I'm saying? I can't take away from him having a chest, legs, arms, ears, unless I didn't have a leg or unless he didn't have ears, arm. You know what I mean? I can't take away the things that's already wrong with a person, and I can't fix them. You know what I mean? So I could fix, if I didn't have a leg, I could fix my leg and go to the doctor or try to hustle up the money so I could have the insurance to get a fake leg or a metal leg. You know what I mean? I can't automatically just make myself taller out of nowhere. I can't automatically make myself just automatically a better person. And I can't just make myself automatically like outgrown. I could become a better person if I choose to. I could become a better lover if I choose to. I could become a faithful man. Let's just say if a guy is a manager at Walmart, I could get another job and work my way. I could become a Walmart worker and work my way up to a manager position. I could get the same car as that man. You know what I mean? I can't make my penis his same size. I can't make my height his same size unless I got some type of surgery. So moral of the story is there's no other man that's better than the other man. We kind of think alike. A lot of us, 90% of the men love sports. We love and like the same thing. Same thing with a woman. Fellas, we can't make a ultimate skinny woman become a voluptuous thick woman out of nowhere. You know what I mean? She either born like that, certain things that you just can't change from her body. You can't make this woman have a bigger vagina versus a skinny vagina, a tighter vagina versus a wider vagina. You know what I mean? You can't change certain things about a person. You can't change their personality, their way, their perspective, their motive of things, their desire of things. They have to be willing to change that on their own. But career-wise, money-wise, we all could get equal amount of the same amount of money. We all could pick and choose who we be good to. We all could pick and choose who we love, who we want to be around. We can't pick our family. We could pick different friends, and we could pick how we want to go about things. We could grow our hair. We could dye our hair. We could make ourselves look exactly like the last person the person had. There's no such thing as a mistake or a bad person. You could be with a light-skinned person, you could be with a half-breed person, you could be with a Mexican, Caucasian, you could be with whoever you want to be with. You could love whoever you want to love. You can give your time to whoever you want to give your time to. Personality is something that comes with that person. Either that person got that personality or don't. Either that person got entertainment skills or building skills or da-da-da. Some people got different talents, and that makes them different. Some people are taller than others, and that makes them different. Some people are good with their hands. Some people are great fighters. Some people are great with their heart. Some people are great readers. Some people are not good at reading or spelling or this, that, and the third. There's a lot of things that stop be and separate me from being a different man or a woman being a different woman. But more of the story, a lot of it comes to the same. Like, my lady could be a dental assistant. My new lady could be a dental assistant. My new lady could have a big booty. My old lady could have a big booty. My new lady could be quiet and shy. My old lady could be quiet and shy. Your new man could be taller, buffer, bigger, and better at sex. Your old man could be okay at sex. Your old man could be sweet and have more money than him or less money than him. It doesn't matter. And the moral of the story is, you think you're getting a new person, you're just getting the same person, just with different body size. You might came from, for ladies, you might came from a man that have a 5-inch penis or a skinny penis that doesn't feel or doesn't grind too much. You might be a type of woman that want a man to grind the motion in the ocean more better. You might came from a dude that know how to just bang and fuck like a jackhammer. You might come from a woman that's dry and don't know how to come from head as far as fellas goes. You might came from a woman that don't know how to clean her body as good or don't know how to cook as good. There's a lot of little things that change man from woman and your person from another person. But at the end of the day, anybody could bring the same thing to each other as far as personality and as far as character and as far as human. There's nothing too much that separates from the last man or the last woman from the last person you have. Pretty much 90% every man think the same and 90% every woman think the same. They may go about things different and they may have different qualities. One or the other may have money. One or the other may not have no money. One or the other may be great at sex. One or the other may not be so great at sex. One or the other may have a big penis. One or the other may have a small tight coochie. There's so many different things that separate a person from who they are than the person that you already have. So if you're looking for sex, of course, then the person with the bigger penis will be the better person to you. If you're a woman that's looking for a man with the better sex. So if you're a woman that's looking for a man with the better sex, you're looking for a man that got a bigger penis because your last man didn't last long or his penis was too small. If you're a man that's looking for more of a thicker woman and your last woman was skinny, and of course you want more of a thicker woman because that's what you preference for. So there's so many different things of why a person may leave you, but it's so small. It's so small to where you thinking that you're getting someone better. 9 out of 10, all you just getting is the same person, different body or different height or different perspective or motive of going about things. You could get somebody that's more of a homebody. You get somebody more of a party person. Some of these things does matter, but you can't make your whole person be a more partier person. But you could tell them before they lose you, go to clubs more with you. You know, you can't just change a person for the things that they're not. But you can give them the option. You know, it's just like a crackhead. You can't get mad because they're a crackhead, but you love that crackhead, and you don't want to do crack. You don't want to let go of weed for that crack, or that crackhead don't want to try weed because crack is better. You know what I mean? But they could try to get that person to change to the things that they like. That's all you can do. So you're not looking for the littlest things out of a relationship. You're not looking for like if you're that man or that woman and you say looks don't matter to you, height don't matter to you, money or income or car don't matter to you, materialistic money and cars don't matter to you, then it's like pretty much what are you looking for, what are your desires, and what do you want different from what you already had. What are you expecting to get different? You know, because that man, your last man probably was 5'6", 5'7", 6 feet tall. Your last man probably was 4'11", 5'2". Your last man probably did have a job, and your new man probably only get SSI. Your last woman probably was great at giving head. She probably did ride better. She probably did let you stick it in every hole. Your new girl don't. Your new girl go to church. Your new girl on Social Security or on food stamps. Your new girl got 10 kids. Your last girl only had one. You know, it's all about supply and demand, matters, and agenda and growth. You ain't got the agenda, you ain't got the growth, you ain't got the supply, demand, you ain't got the quality, you ain't got none of those things that make you absolutely just a better person. You're gonna stay pretty much under the same umbrella. You pretty much stay down. You're never gonna grow better. You're never gonna get better growth. You're pretty much just gonna stay the same kind of way. In order to grow better, you gotta do better. You gotta just pretty much work on the things that you can fix on in your relationship. So, like I said, your last person was 5'5", and you prefer to have a taller person. Be honest with that person and say, I prefer to be with a taller person. That's why I don't want to be with you. You know, instead of lying and saying I'm working on myself, or I'm trying to better myself. Really? You're not really bettering yourself because you didn't never get nothing better about yourself. You just got new penis or new coochie. And if you're the type of man with a skinny woman and you prefer more booty, just tell that woman, I prefer more booty. It's not hard. And if you that man that got a woman that's beautiful but can't cook, I prefer a woman that know how to cook. Give her some cooking class. But some of these things that you're breaking up for, or you're saying you're bored of, it could be you're bored of because the person that he once was taking you out on dinner dates. You know, nobody can build you a castle out of gold, and nobody can go from 5'6" to pretty much 6 feet tall. Nobody can go from making $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000 a year to just making $1 million out of nowhere unless they became famous and hit the lottery or something. Moral of the story is, you got who you got. Be happy with what you got and be happy with what you with. Like if I was God, especially the people that's married and the people that got kids together, I'll just make people just stay together. Especially if it ain't too much more give or take of what they're looking for, or give and take what they're trying to gain. Like if a woman just trying to gain a new man for money, nah, stay with that same broke nigga. And if a man just trying to get with a woman just because of sex, nah, stay with that same loose broad. You know what I mean? Shadow reasons to leave someone is to leave someone over sex, or to leave someone over height or body shape, when you had no business wasting your time with that person for the first time around. You know, yeah, you gave them a chance, but if you automatically just, there's nothing wrong with just saying, I prefer thicker woman, but I'm gonna give you a try. Give them a try of a month or two. You feel like they're not turning you on that much, leave them alone. Woman, if you prefer a man with money versus a man that look better, then your last person, and your last person don't really have the personality, or don't really, he has the personality but doesn't really have the tools to satisfy you, but he good at doing other things, like he good at giving head, he good at fixing things around the house. Some of the things and you just got to deal with just for the time being. You know, some things you can't overcome overnight, and some things you just can't build. You know, you can't build a better man. This is not Build-A-Bear, people. And Build-A-Bear is the perfect example that I have, because it's like, you can't ask for greatness and betterness overnight.